Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Fly channel, and this afternoon we're going to do Vueling Real Ops from Paris Orly down up to Newcastle, my hometown. Cornelius Caesar, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, up to my hometown airport of Newcastle, and so we're on the ground down here in Paris Orly. We've got some lovely payware scenery for Paris. Looks rather cool. And yeah, we're going to head up, see if we get battered on the way up by this storm Malik that I think is battering the northern part of the UK at the moment, and most of the UK as well. So we'll see. We should have some decent winds, and it'll be interesting to see what it's like in Newcastle when we get up there. I do have active Sky. I know that's obviously for X-Plane, but it does give us the direct TAF for Newcastle and the METAR as well. So look at that. At the minute, the surface winds currently are 21 knots, and if we look at the METAR here, if you can see there, it's gusting 38 knots still at the minute, and the rest of the TAF direct from the airport is going to be just there, gusting 57 knots, and then down to 32 knots, and quiets down a bit later on in the evening. So it's going to be interesting if we do get 57 knot winds when we get there. That'll be a very interesting arrival as well. So there we are. The plane is completely cold and dark. We're in the Lincoln Europe by Vueling livery in the Airbus A320neo with the fly-by-wire mod. It's the latest experimental version, and completely cold and dark. We need to jump in, get it set up, and get some passengers on, and we'll do the McDo and everything else. And yeah, we're going to get cracking. So I will pop you in the full screen. I will see you on the flight deck very, very soon. Press a few buttons quickly enough. Oh, that didn't work. There we are. Straight in the flight deck. There we are. Everything's completely cold and dark. So we'll do a full setup, and we'll get ourselves some passengers. We'll jump up on the overhead and click clunk. APU can come on as well. External power, and we'll fire that up. We'll fire up the emergency lights. We'll give the crew some oxygen. We'll get the ground control on, and what else we need to do? We'll align the ADAs as well. 1, 2, and 3. While we're up here, let's do the APU fire test, as we just started that. The APU, we'll do engine number 1. And we'll do engine number 2 as well. They all seem tickety-boo. Let's just turn the heating down in the cabin. APU bleed can come on as well. We'll get the nav logo light on. No smoke sign can come on. And we'll go and get some fuel. And we'll then get the passengers. And we'll get ourselves set up and running as well. So let's do that. Brighten up a couple of displays as well, so we can see what we're doing. Upper ECAM, lower ECAM, and we'll give the FO a little bit of brightness as well. Let's see if we can get that EFIS brightened up. There we go, that looks a bit better. Cool, right, so let's jump over to the fly pad, and we'll load the flight plan from SimBrief. There we are. So down in Paris, not too bad. It's only 7 knots, but yeah, the wind is there, as you can see. Gusting 38 currently up in Newcastle, and that's from 14:50 Zulu. So what's the time now? So that's about an hour old. So we'll see if that changes when we get up there. So right then, let's jump in, get the OFP up and running. There we are. So OFP, let's have a look. We need so flight time for a start 1 hour 21. Alternate's going to be London Heathrow with we need 1.9 tons. Block fuel from Paris going to be we'll take 8 tons. Actually, let's take an extra ton just to be on the safe side because of that weather. So we'll take 8.2. 8.2 of fuel. So let's have a look. There we go. That can go in. See the plane dip down. And with that, we can we'll open the doors. We'll get some passengers and a bit of catering for them, and let's get them on board. There they go. Good stuff. I'm just going to quickly just change something on here, and There we go. Right, so we've got the fuel on. Passengers are coming on, so let's jump. We'll jump down into the McDo, and we'll get cracking with that as well. We'll go out to AOC, and we'll do the init press. Grab some info, init data request. There we go. Init data. So we are from Paris up to Newcastle. We're Vueling 2125. Estimate time on route is 1 hour 21. So we'll nip back. Let's get the payload sorted out. So we'll send that. We've got 155 passengers coming up with us this afternoon. So we'll get that in. And we're going to do the init request. There it is. So yeah, alternate being London Heathrow. And I'm going to load up the charts on my iPad so we can see what we're doing. There we go. So cruising flight level 260, I do not think so. That is not right. Let's go in the OFP and check that out. Cruising flight level 360 for the cruise. 360. Temperature at 36 will be, if I just grab LFPO. 360 for the cruise. It's going to be about minus 55. That can go in. There we go. And we'll do the init B. Block fuel, we said we're taking 8.5 tons. 8.2 tons even. Remove that. 8.2 can go in. And 0 fuel weight. And we need 1.9 tons of fuel for the alternate down to Heathrow. Super duper. That is that in. So let's go and check out the flight plan and what we're doing. We'll grab the charts and bring them over for you to have a look at. So here we are. This is our expected routing this afternoon, which is there. What is Stream Elements having a complaint at? Oh, there we go. Right, Stream Elements, behave yourself. Right, there we go. So let's jump down to where we are. There we are in Paris, just to the south. We're going to make a right turn up to the west, and then we're going to start heading north up over the English Channel, and then to the east of London, up towards Cambridge, Peterborough, and then further up towards Yorkshire. From Yorkshire, start of the arrival, and then we come up over North Yorkshire, County Durham, and then we're going to vector ourselves off over the sea, and hopefully ping into runway 25 for the ILS. And there we are, as you can see, we're coming off runway 24 in Paris. We haven't got far to actually taxi this afternoon. We'll push back Whiskey 3 and Lima Papa Whiskey 41 for the holding point. And there's the departure, as we saw, right turn out. And up to Opal, initial climb is going to be flight level 80 until we get further out. So we'll pop 80 in there, which is good. We'll set the QNH 1032, and then we can we'll jump down and have a look at this departure. So departure from Paris is going to be runway 24, and we said we're doing the Opal. How many arrivals does Paris have? Departures, hundreds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard.
It's going to be the Opal 9 Whiskey, is what the charts were saying. Let's have a look. Opal 9 Whiskey. That can go in. There we go, and to Newcastle, their favourite runway, runway 25 on the ILS, and it's going to be the Rimpton 1 November, and no Vias, because we'll sort that out ourselves. Cool, so that is that sorted. We just need to have a look at the performance as well. I'll grab the performance calculator, we'll bring it in, and we'll have a look at that. There it is. Good, so let's have a look at what we are doing here. So airport, runway 24 is 241 degrees. The elevation is 285. Runway length going to be quite big, 3,650 meters. And the winds, well, we know the winds in Paris were only at 7 knots, so we're 280 at 7. And we just need to get the outside air temperature, which was 9 degrees. So let's pop that into there. 9 degrees. QNH was 1032. Runway condition is dry. And if we grab the McDo for the oh, what's happened here? There we go, that's better. Grab the McDo for the takeoff info. It's going to be 66.6. CG will be 24.5. So there we go. We have our performance calculated now quite happily, and that's it there. So let's go have a look at what we're doing. So we do a config 1 plus F, 54 degree flex, 152, 53, 53, 0.9 units of trim up for the trimmable horizontal stabilizer. Actually, anti-ice will be off. See if that makes any difference for that. No, nothing else. So yeah, 52, 53, 53, 0.9 units of trim, config 1 plus F, and we can go and get that shoved in to the performance. It's quite a rather quick setup this afternoon. So 59 degree flex. Let's have a look at that. Flaps, we said we're going to be 1, and that is up 0.9 units. Gives us the V speeds of, so V1 is 152. VR is going to be 153. V2 will be 153 also as well. That can go in. Transition altitude, let's just check the charts, but that's normally about right. Transition out will be on this one, no doubt. Let's have a look. It is 5,000 feet, so 5,000 feet, then up to flight levels after that. We need to get constraints whacked on. There we go. Anything else we need to do? Let's jump down here. Lock the doors.
We are ready to go when you are.
Oh, there we are. Cabin is ready. Let's just check. Is throttle cam working? It is. They can see my fat hands. Beautiful. Right, so there we are. We're good there. We'll go and close the cabin door as we're all finished with the boarding. Passengers are all done. That should close up. Hopefully.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and
There it
welcome
goes.
aboard flight 2125.
And we just now to have a look at the taxi out of what we're going to do.
Please note the cabin door is now closed.
Taxi out, there we are. Whiskey 3, Lima Papa, Whiskey 4, 1 is where we're going to hold.
If you have not already,
So let's we'll jump outside, have a quick look.
It is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure.
So there's the runway just there. We push straight back. We'll take this exit out and just taxi to the whole point just here. So it's going to be straight back and to the right. That door is still not shut for some reason, but we can do that via the pushback tug. Aircraft, forward door, and that should close. There it is. Right then, let's grab that tug.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
I'll wait for the tug to get itself connected. And let's just jump back in the flight deck when that's doing that. Just verify. Thrust leaders are idle. Spoilers are disarmed. Flaps are retracted. Parking brake is on. Flight deck door is locked. Let's jump on the overhead. Beacon and strobe can come on as we have fuel and passengers. Seatbelt sign should have been on. And we can get the fuel pumps on as well. Excellent. Right, so let's release that parking brake. And we'll head backwards.
Cockpit to ground.
Oh, wait. We'll get the starter to ignition. And we'll flip up engine number 2. Let's just jump outside, make sure we're heading in the right direction. There we go. And there goes engine number 2 spilling up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Las normas de seguridad son de máxima importancia. Por eso, aunque vuele regularmente, le pedimos que por favor no utilicen auriculares y presten atención durante unos minutos. Vamos a recordar cómo localizar las salidas de emergencia y cómo
And there we go.
los chalecos
So fingers crossed, thrust cam will keep working on the flight out. Johnny Boy 4484, he's following on with our streaming on Trovo as well this afternoon. Welcome along, buddy. Let's start heading round. Not that way, that way. We'll get ourselves pushback. And then we'll jump back in. And let's get engine number 1 up and going. And there we go. Looks a pretty decent pushback. So I think we can we'll hold that there. We'll stop the pushback and we'll set the parking brakes. Jump back in the flight deck and we'll watch for a good start on engine number 1. And while we do that, do flight control check. There we go. So we'll do full up, full down, neutral, full right, full left, neutral, and we'll check the rudder. Get my feet on these pedals. There we go. What is happening with those? Full left, full right, and neutral, and the toe brakes work as well. I should double check though, they felt a bit funny. There we go. So there we are, we got that. Engine 1 is now available. Predicted wind shear on. TCAS to auto. We'll clear that squawk out. Put our own in. Arm the spoilers. And looks like we are pretty much good to get ourselves taxi out. APU can come off. APU bleed can come off. Let's just brighten up that a little bit. It's very dim. That can come on. That can come on as well. And quick scan. Everything else looks good. So taxi out. It's going to be this first right again, and up to runway 24, and we'll get ourselves going up to Newcastle and find this wind. So parking brakes coming off, and away we go. We'll start that clock. There we are. So this is the experimental version of the fly-by-wire mod. So the weather radar is in op and the terrain radar is in op as well. But hopefully that won't affect our flight up. There we are. Let's get ourselves turned around this way. And we're going to keep going right as well, all the way around onto Whiskey 1 and then up towards runway 24, holding point Whiskey 41. We can set auto brake to max. Flaps can travel to 1. It looks like you can see throttle cam in the bottom right, so you can see what we're doing on the Thrustmaster. The throttle quadrant, we've got the speed brake, we've got the flaps, obviously the thrust levers, and we've got auto brake, park and brake and all the other goodies. So here we are, this is coming up to our holding point here at Whiskey 41, is where we'll stop and just do our last few minutes, last few checks. We start slowing down just there, let's just stop. Let's just stop there a second. We can ding the cabin crew.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
And we'll do the config takeoff check, which is there, all normal as well. So yeah, we've got flight time about 1 hour 21 minutes, and everything else looks good. Let's get ourselves lined up. Get ourselves lined up, ready to go. And we'll check the weather into Newcastle on the way up again. Like I said, those winds. So I'm looking out my window, it's still hella windy out here at the minute. With another, apparently another storm on the way tonight, so that'll be quite interesting. Right, let's spin it round. We'll get lined up. Let's just stop there a second. Let's double verify everything else. Auto brake, if it would stay in max, would be nice. There we go. So we've got the V speeds 152, 153, climb nav, 1 FD2, QNH set 1032, 8000 is our stop climb. Auto brake max, signs are on, cabin's ready, spoilers are armed, and we are good to go. So 50% on the M1. There it is, both engines are stable. Release the toe brake, so we've got 1, 2 clicks forward. There's man flex 59 SRS runway. Auto thrust is armed and blue. There's 100 knots. There's V1 and rotate, up we go. It's a positive climb, the gears can come up. And away we go out of a lovely looking Paris this Saturday afternoon. What we did forget to do, obviously, always one thing, TCAS. There it is. There's lever climb, so back one, first climb, nav. And we got autopilot in now as well. I'm not sure what this did this last night when we streamed as well, what that other line off to the left is, but it's hopefully won't cause us any issues. We'll get above that S speed, retract the flaps, disarm the spoilers, and we'll do our pre-cruise checks. 10 degrees, right on the limit for icing through those clouds. Let's just bang that on, and the probe heat just for now. There's the S speed, flaps retracted, and let's get the spoilers disarmed as we fly into the abyss. Look at that, that looks a bit horrific, really. Bushfire, that'd be about right for that geezer there. Look at that. There we are, poking through, lovely blue sky. Here we are. Bit better than the crappy weather we got actually in Newcastle at the minute as I look out the window. They are 250 knots. Did we have a restriction? We probably should have checked that before we left, but however, nothing. We have to overfly these 2 points, which hopefully the VNav in this will do, and then around to the up to the right, down to the Bravo Oscar Victor VOR, and then from that left, and we'll track north up to north of France. There is standard is set. Anti-ice can come off now. We don't need any of that rubbish on. And there's that initial right hand turn. As you can see, these are overfly points. We're going right over the top of them. We're not skipping the corner like that one. Traffic on TCAS, which I'm assuming is this guy just there. So yeah, overfly points. Ollie, buddy, how's it going, mate? Welcome along. There we are. Pretty cool. So, that Papa Oscar 260, was that an overfly point or not? Let's have a look. Papa Oscar 260 is not an overfly point, so that's fine. We don't need to have that in. There's Alt Star for 8,000 feet, our initial stop. And we can get settled there. We are cruising at 3.6, wasn't it? Was it 3.6? 360 for the cruise. So we'll make this right turn, and then we'll pretend that we've been cleared by air traffic to go a little bit higher. I'm just going to grab the my favourite wing view. There we go. And off we are. That was a relatively quick setup, I think. For we've been going 31 minutes, and we're already up in the air. Perfect. So we'll make this turn, then we'll start our climb out. How's your day been, Ollie? Have you been flying around anywhere interesting? There we are, let's get ourselves out. Up to 3.6, let's get up and get out the way of these clouds. There we are, 3.6 in. Thrust climb, open climb. And our optimal flight level is 3.9. Recommended max 390. So, I'm going to put Rimpto in. That's at the start of our arrival, just so we know roughly what we're doing and what we need to be doing at a certain point in time. You want to do a long haul flight, New York to Amsterdam, but the three. Oh, I've heard, Tom, Ollie, that that's causing an issue. They've not updated it since the latest SIM update for MSFS, apparently.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your
Let's
larger
get some lights off.
This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated.
Get off.
Do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi,
they're off.
Required
That is off. Seatbelt sign can come off.
We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
And I'll just nip on here a second, and let's grab a bit of music.
The flight crew has turned off the fast.
Aer Lingus. Oh, up from Cork to Grand Canaria. Nice. I need to fly down the Canary Islands again shortly. I've got some, I do have some scenery for the Canary Islands floating around somewhere. Let's get a bit of music on. Saturday afternoon party time. Right, climbing away, flight level 115 for 370, that all looks tickety-boo. We did take an extra ton of fuel because of the weather into Newcastle this afternoon is rather dodge. See if this is updated. Still gusting 33 knots, 290, 22 gusting 33. So that will be that'll be fun. We'll double check that en route as well. But for now, let's get in the climb. Those clouds look rather nice. There's the Asda 2p bag. Brilliant. Brilliant. Let's wind that out a bit. There we are. And I reckon we can don't need these charts anymore. Let's go and put in that that VOR. We know once we get to there we need to make a left-hand turn, which is 0965 into the. Why does it do this? There we are. Radnav 109.65. VOR1. Should have tuned that in. There we go. We're 38 miles away from there, and I need to spin this around again, guys. I do apologise. That's better, I think. There we are. So that's where we're heading to, where that white needle's pointing. So we're going to go up here, and eventually we'll turn around to the right and head towards that VOR. Pretty cool. Vueling Real Ops from Paris to Newcastle. We can see on the let's see how quick they can do it in. So have a look. If I get flight radar up, we can see the actual Vueling flight up to Newcastle. And let's see where it is. Newcastle, let's have a look at arrivals. Why am I logged out of flight radar? How do I log back in? Settings, there it is. Or not. Newcastle arrivals. So tomorrow, let's have a look. Oh, not tomorrow, today, there we are. Vueling Real Ops, flight info. Let's drag this across. There it is. So Paris Orly up to Newcastle is at 3:21. We could have flown this in X-plane and got the 3:21 out. So it's leaving at 6:45, 7:20 arrival. So what's that? That's an hour, 35 minutes. But it does it in normally roughly an hour and 15, an hour and 22. So let's see how we can do. 13 minutes in. We'll have a look, see if we can beat it up. There's every chance that we can. Then again, we do have a 40 knot headwind at the moment. We'll check that wind. See if we get the flight plan. That will show us the wind on the way in. Oh dear, what's up? There we are. Right, we're at flight plan. So look down further down here. This will give us our wind on the way up. Let's see where we're at. So we got 33, 33, 35, 38, 62. From 285, it's going to turn into a bit of a tailwind from the left-hand side. 63, 74, 86, 95. Still coming from the southwest. 95, 85, 79. And there you go, on the ground in Newcastle. That's Rimpto. And that's the end of that there. So 64 knots. And we're going to be at flight level 092. So it's still quite breezy. 64 knot wind. When we get further up. So, yeah. Can I make joystick cam instead of throttle cam? Not very easily at the minute. I might be able to for another stream, but it's just the way I've got it set up. I got the Thrustmaster side stick used for my left hand, and then the throttles on my right hand. So yeah, this wind should, once we start to turn a bit, this wind should start coming from behind and give us a good little push along, hopefully. Good, decent amount of cloud cover down there as well. So yeah, the visibility in Newcastle should be quite good, but the wind will be a bit exciting. Let's get rid of that. Let's tidy up these charts that we don't need anymore. There we are, tracking towards that. We can get rid of. Let's get rid of that and rid of that. And then the rest of it we will sort out a bit later in the flight, but that's essentially the arrival from Rimpto up to Takeoff, Urco, Zodru, Etsis. From Etsis we'll ping off up towards Sunderland, out of the North Sea. We'll make that left turn round St Mary's Lighthouse and into runway 25 on the ILS. Actually, it's not 37. We want to be at 36, I believe. 360. There we go. And we'll check the fuel. Let's check the fuel at this next waypoint just to make sure. We did take a ton extra, so there shouldn't be any issues with that. Where are we at? There is. We should have 5.9 tons at the Bravo Oscar Victor VOR. 5.9. We're going to have well more. We got 7.1, and we're going to arrive there in 5 miles anyway. So that is all tickety boo. We'll check out that a bit later. But yeah, this wind should start coming from 280 shortly. That plane streaks well above us. Becoming a full-on headwind now. Is that what we expected, really, or not at this point? Winds should be coming 281. Oh, that's Rimpto, sorry. Yeah, 312, 300, then they swing round after that. So we got 340 bang on the nose at the minute. That reckons 300. Yeah, pretty much from the north at the moment anyway. But that is bang on. We're heading 340. Wind is coming 340. And we're past that VOR now, so that can get lost. Cool. Let's have a quick look outside, shall we? Look at that, beautiful. So I'm assuming it will be dark by the time we get into Newcastle. So it'll be nice evening arrival. That is not what I was trying to press. I'm trying to just sort something on this other screen in a second. I'm not sure what's happened to it. It's gone a bit. Oh, it's gone wrong. Oh, I'm not sure. No idea what it's doing. Right, let's get rid of that anyway. Your flight time's nearly 4 hours. Yeah, I'm assuming it will be. It's quite a decent flight down to the Canaries, isn't it? Really. I've got. I don't know if I can find it. Was it on YouTube? Perhaps it might have been. Let me have a quick look. Did do a not that. I did do a fight. I did a fight in X-Plane a while back, and it was an awesome arrival in. If I can find it, let's have a good look. Gatwick. I did one down to there. That was Palmer. Where are we at? Canary Islands cruise. Here it was. Oh no, I did it in MSFS. There it is. Let's grab this and let's have a look. This is like way back. This was July 2021. Flew down from Birmingham by the looks of things. And the arrival in was pretty cool, I think. What we're doing, yeah, 10 miles out over the sea. Oh, we flew Binter, that's what we flew. Binter Canarias. And here comes the, looks like a DME arc from where we came from, around into, skip that a minute. And I'm pretty sure that we went past the runway for some reason, if I remember rightly. I'm not sure why that happened, but we did. Yeah, with that arrival in, it's something else, isn't it, really? My internet's been so slow at the minute. Have I got any drop frames? No drop frames, thank goodness. Yeah, there we are. That was the arrival in. Very nice. Check how it goes. Oh, I landed it from outside, clearly. Lovely landing. And down into the canal. I'm sure I got, like I said, I'm sure I got scenery for this. We'll have to go and have a look around. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, that was quite. There we are. After all of that, there we are. Macau Cruise, flight level 360. Have a I must try and get VATSIM to work again. This will be much better with VATSIM. Anyway, back in the flight deck, the more interesting bits. That wind's still off the nose at the minute. See if there's any ATC on at the minute. No, we could jump onto Unicom for now. Get a bit of get a flight plan filed on VATSIM that I've forgotten to do. Let's see if we can get this working, because I think I do have free pilot working again. We're not under any control at the minute. Let's go and jump and get that done, and then we might have some holy moly, the whole of Germany's online. That'd be quite cool. We grab the flight plan. Let's go and fire that quickly. Should have really done that beforehand, however. Do that. Flight plan is in. Flight plan filed. We'll stick on Unicom and then yeah. I will, however, just turn down the repilot a smidge when we're not needing it. Excellent. Repilot has been a pain to been a pain for me to sort out for some reason, and I'm not sure why. And then let's do that. Cool. We have no ATC around us at the minute, unfortunately. So we should be able to see ourselves now. Hopefully on VATSIM. We'll be Vueling 9 Papa Lima. Should we get any air traffic? Should be up here somewhere. There we are. Vueling 9 Lima Papa. For the flight back up. Now we are somehow off to cock with the flight plan. Let's go and sort that out. That'll be the reason why. Let's get rid of that. Let's have a direct to where are we heading to? What's our next waypoint? Ooh, Sandy. Direct Sandy.
We'll be starting our in-flight service.
Should sort that out.
Complimentary drinks and snacks.
And we'll go back to nav.
Back to our list of complimentary and
There we are.
drinks. Premium drinks are available for
Lovely.
Please
Jubbly.
note that we only accept
Jamil, buddy, how's it going, mate? Hope you're doing well. Wind that out a bit as well. Cool. So keep an eye with VATSIM. Should anything else pop on? Jolly, how's it going, buddy? So we are 30 minutes in from when we push back. We're trying to beat the actual flight on the way back up to Newcastle. You're not far behind, Jolly. Let's have a quick gander. Can we see you in the rear? Let's have a look. There you are. Perfect. Jamil, we're flying from Paris Orly up to my hometown airport of Newcastle. I'll grab you the charging and have a look on the map. There we are. We started off down in Paris, and then we're now heading north up to where I live, up here. It's about 120 miles in the cruise. I'm going to stop that noise on VATSIM settings. So look, notifications. I'll just stop that doing that. Flash taskbar for new private message. Where are we at? because that is rather annoying little noise. Strange. Not sure how to get rid of that. Yes, Jamil on VATSIM finally got it working. So if we look at VATSpy, you should be able to see us on there. There we are. Heading up to Newcastle. There we go. Might get some ATC. I don't think there's nothing floating around. Normally London will be on or something up here somewhere. But unfortunately there's nothing, no ATC anywhere around us. Ground, ATIS in Gatwick, Tower ATIS in Heathrow. There's what's that, Manchester? No, that's not Manchester, that's Birmingham approach. And you've got Edinburgh approach on as well, but nothing else. No, hopefully it'll be, we might get something. And we can talk to them. But at the moment, nothing. Actually, then again, we probably should have a quick look at the arrival. Let's have a look at this arrival. And we'll whack some things in the box. Ready to go. Because we need to start our descent somewhere up here, so... Rimto Gokov Urkor flight level 160 will be the first thing to go in. Why does it do this? So Sandy, fixed info. So Urkor is going to be our first protocol. Flight level 160. We're at 36. So that's about 20,000 feet, 60 miles. So the range is there. And because we're going to vector ourselves in, if we don't get any ATC, we will go Golf November Tango. Runway 25. And we'll do the reciprocal of 066 for the radial out. There it goes. Cool, right, so that's all in. There you go, see how top it drops 160 miles roughly. But yeah, Jamil, if you get yourself all figured up with VATSIM, it's quite cool when it works properly. I know I've had one or two issues with V-Pilot, but you see if I drag it across, there it is. I'll put it up there so you can see it. This is it. This is all the ATC that's online around you. You got Birmingham approach, then you got Stansted Tower, Gatwick, East Midlands, ATIS for all of them as well, and you just pick you. They will send you a private message in here saying when you need to contact them, what frequency. You just tune it up, and away you go. So this afternoon, guys, we are live for the first time on Trovo. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I thought I'd give it a whirl. So anyone watching on Trovo, welcome along. Apparently there's 3 people watching over there at the minute. So yeah, cool. We'll give it a whirl. See how it pans out. Yeah, it's pretty good. I wonder, I mean, I can quickly show you. So if you were using VATSIM, if we just tuned into, let's have a look. If I picked a one that's near us at the minute, you can quickly have a little listen to it. So what we got here, Maastricht radar, Echo Delta Yankee Yankee, which is that one there. So if I set COM1 to that, COM1 to 131375. One, 3, 1, 375. I think that's how it was. Yeah. There you go. That's COM1 now set. So you probably should hear some air traffic in a minute if I've got it set up right. I haven't used it for a while. But you should hear some stuff in a minute. 131, 375. It's set there. So there we are. You should. I'm hoping you'll hear something, because if not, that means I've got something set up incorrect. And that would be very good. There is traffic in Maastricht radar sector, so double check. 13137, I guess. I wonder if that makes any difference. It might do. Well, hopefully something will pop in and you'll be able to have a listen.
Front radar 132325 km 443. Bye-bye.
There we are. I have got it set up properly. There we go.
Maastricht radar, Scandinavian at 601, flight level 370.
Very cool.
Maastricht, good evening, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Yankee level 244, climbing level 330.
Well, I'll pop us back over to Unicom just for now. Not that one. Unicom. Just in case. We need to use that. 1228, there it is. So there you are, top drop now. We're well within 160. About 120, 130 miles out now for our top of drop, and we'll see if we, like I said, see if we can beat the actual flight in. So we've got 1 hour and 22 minutes to beat this the actual real flight into Newcastle. Oh.
Heathrow traffic, speed about 313, established 27 right, 7 miles to run.
You guys, just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to quickly nip and refresh my drink. Seems we are on Unicom. Got nothing to interfere with. I'll be back in just.
Plenty of time, we've got 6 miles yet.
I'll leave you with that view there. You can listen to Unicom, and I'll be back just in 2 seconds, guys.
Heathrow traffic, speedway 313, short final 2.5 miles.
Yo guys, let's have a look how we're doing here now. We need to have a look at the weather into Newcastle, because it was, like I said, it was rather dodgy. Nice runway down there. We get winds calm down a little bit, still gusting 24 knots when we get in. Good visibility, few clouds, 3,800, 7 degrees. QNH 1021. So, apart from the wind, not too bad really, not too bad. Could get blown around on the approach just a little bit, but apart from that, we should be all right. And we're now currently well over the UK by looks things. There we are, up towards Cambridge at the minute, north of London, and then routing up towards Yorkshire. I've got a feeling that thrust cam may have decided it was giving up again. Oh no, it's still working. Cool. Finally sorted that out. I was watching a video on YouTube the other night of flying into storms. If I can find it, let me have a quick look. It was a real life flight in from Austria, I think it was. Let's have a quick look if I can get it. But the state of the storm as they were leaving and pushing back was certainly something special. Let me grab this. Went further back in the week, was it? Oh, there's that wind shift. Do you see that? 76 knots. Where was it? Yeah, it's gone somewhere. Where is it? I was looking through my history on the on YouTube. I can't seem to find it. See, but yeah, it was you can see the storm approaching just as they were about to push back. I can search for it. You're flying with a bigger storm. There it is. Perfect. Let's have it. If I grab this storm that this guy flew out of was was something else. You see it start to rain, and the sky just literally, it turned. You can see it coming in. Look how dark that gets. Imagine flying off. Imagine flying off out of that. There's Vienna that he's in, and this storm was approaching the airport. As they tax out. Look at the state of that. Lightning in the background as well. You can see when the. I mean, how dark has that got in the sky? I would not like to be on that. You can see when they take off. And some of the CBs when they get up. See some of this. Apparently it was 3 storms. 3 storms in one. You can see the wing flex and the turbulence as well. Embedded CBs. Can you imagine having to take off? You saw that out your window before you actually left, and then you saw this. See how bumpy that is already. Something quite special about that, I think. And there's the look at the state of that. Jeez. Not very nice. Oh, Johnny boy, welcome, buddy. Johnny boy, welcome, buddy, with the chicken dance. Spending his 2,000 channel points on making me have a heart attack. Anyway, there's top of drop. Coming in now, less than, so that's about, what's that, 60 miles? Yeah, 60 miles, bang on, 2 top of drop. That's going to take us down to flight level 160 via airport. Then after that, we're going to be so airport is 160. Then we really need 12 miles to be at Zodru by flight level 120. After that, we'll keep coming down flight level 90, and we'll keep coming down as we fly out over the North Sea as well. That will be the plan. And there's still no ATC for us. You can see where we are there now. Heading up to Newcastle. Pretty cool. There's Johnny taking the lead. So this will be unfortunately only a one-way flight because Saturday night is date night for me and my missus, so I'll be going off to do that after this flight. But I thought at least a stream's better than no stream for Saturday afternoon. I had nothing else to do for now, so I'll be going out in a couple of hours just to have something to eat. Just dim those a little bit. Check on the passengers, see how they're doing. Where is Pack X? There they are. Are they happy? Yeah, our passengers 96% happy. And there you can see the cabin crew doing their job. What's up with him? He's a bit tired. She's a little bit hungry, but she's not thirsty. And a little bit thirsty. This geezer just there. So, all good with them. Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, smash a like, hit subscribe if you like to be notified when we do go live next and what we're doing. Landon Green, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you joined us partway up in this flight. I'll show you the if you haven't seen them. There's the charts. This is where we are, up towards the Midlands now, making our way into Newcastle. We started off down in Paris. And we are also on VATSIM as well. So if we get any ATC, that'll be an interesting arrival. See what they what trouble they can cause for us when we get in. But yeah, weather. Let's have another quick look at the weather. It's going to change anymore. 24 knots still. 24 knots. Let's grab the actual TAF from up here in the METAR, and we'll get looking to see if we need to do anything else. Echo Golf in November Tango is there. Press load, weather. Oh, Golf and Tango. This was so much easier before they updated. Load that in. Weather. Yeah, 290, gust at 23. Few clouds at 3,800. Gonna be chilly tonight, -2. So yeah, the winds died down a little bit. There's no gusts anymore at the minute. I wonder if I grab Active Sky a sec. Albeit X-Plane plugin, this normally gives you a better indication of the weather. Right, let's grab Active Sky. Let's have a quick look at this info in this. So currently, 280, 21 knots. Let's get the METAR 1650 Zulu, which is about 20 minutes ago. And then, oh yeah, 3,800, 7 degrees. And then the wind is just died down, so nothing gusting. Let's have a quick look. Gusting 57, becoming 32, 14 knots later on. Cool. Guys, I have banned that puppy nose, so don't worry. I don't know what he's on about. So apologies if you read any of his messages. Yeah, we skip forwards for later on. It's going to be 14 knots, so yeah, nothing later on. But yeah, still a couple of gusts if we get in. Should be subscriber only chat. I'm not sure why that geezer has popped in, but he won't be there any longer. So yeah, top of drop, let's get in what we're doing here, 160 for that top of drop. I'll take us down. There we go. Bit of traffic, so the traffic below us there at 1,000 feet below. Let's have a quick look. Thousand feet below our position, there should be a bit of traffic somewhere. Going right underneath us. We'll be aware of that. That might cause a TCAS, but I think it's crossing now over here somewhere. Seven and a half miles, top of drop, and then we'll think about our victing ourselves in a bit later. I'm going to get the charts now up on the iPad. So we have Urco put in the progress. Let's have a look. Let's rim to, let's put Urco in. Make sure we're coming down quick enough or not too quick. So yeah, 61 miles away. We need 60 miles, so let's we'll start that now. Thrust idle, open descent, flight level 160's in, and let's we'll go and put the weather in. Right, let's jump down and do this bit. So QNH 1021. We'll go in. Temperature is 7 degrees. Wind 290, 23 knots. $290, 23. That's all in, and let's get the barrow ref for Newcastle. Let's have a look. Barrow ref runway 25 is 439 feet. We're doing a flat full landing, so our clean speed's 208, slats can go out 188 and flaps 145. We've got a VAP 132, VLS is 126, transition altitude 7,000, flight level 70, then after that it will be altitude on the local QNH. So it's been 1 hour since we pushed back. I think we pushed back, so if we knock a few minutes off that for the taxi out and whatever else we did, which might be about 5 minutes. So if we are going to try and beat the actual real flight, I don't think that's going to happen this afternoon because of that headwind all the way up we've had. Still there now at 60 knots and the ground speed is 392. So that's not going to happen, I don't think. I should push that out a sec. So there's Rimto. We're just going past. And yeah, this is what he wants us to do. So that we can see the arrival now that's in there. We're going to just continue off. We'll pull the head and the Etsys and head out. Where's that wind changing? 94 knots now off the nose. So yeah, we'll pull the head in here and just continue on out. And that'll take us out towards the North Sea. And that way we can vector ourselves in onto ILS 25. Check any air traffic where we're heading to. No, there's not. Right, anyway, cool. Let's grab that. Right, cool. So we're going down, so we need to lose now, what's that, 20,000, not 20,000 feet, it's going to be 10. We need about 30 miles now to get down to where we need to be. We got 32, so that is looking rather good. That should be back to ignition. Landon, you're on a plane flying to Florida right now? Cool. Is that IRL or actually you're playing, you're on a flight sim? I assume when you said you're on a plane flying to Florida, you must be on a plane that has Wi-Fi, is it? If you are. Awesome, dude. Landon, if you want to join the Discord and whack a picture in there, that'd be awesome to see where you anything out your window. If you got that, that would be pretty cool. Discord links in the chat. If you do want to join Discord, guys, that's where I post every day when we go live and stuff, and what we're doing, where we're flying. If you click that link in the chat now, Landon, that'll take you to the Discord server. But that'd be pretty cool to see what you're where you're flying at the minute. Yeah, posting it in the Discord every day if you do want to pop in there, and you'll be able to see our schedule and what we're doing. So we've got now left 3,000 feet, so we need about 18 miles. So to Urco we got 22. So that's still going to work out pretty nice. Just slow that down just a smidge now, I reckon. And we should be able to see now, right on this arrival. There we are, just reaching to Takeoff. So I think in Newcastle we should be quite good with a low auto brake. It's not got a long runway, but it's half decent. It'll get us on the ground and stop quite happily. When we get there, we will. There's only one way off, really. Runway 25. We'll come off at Bravo. That'll take us straight into the terminal. There's nothing else. If we miss that, it'll be Alpha. But yeah, we certainly won't make Charlie. And we can come and park up just here somewhere. We are flight level 160, 13 miles before Urco. We level off quite quickly. Some guy, welcome along, buddy. I've just seen your sub pop up, but it's not popped up in the alerts to for some reason. Hope you're doing well. In fact, Streamlabs have been a right pain because there's been a couple of new subs this afternoon. There you go. Finally fired it away. There you go. Streamlabs have finally woken up this afternoon. Flight level 160, so next is going to be flight level 120. And we need, so we're 5 miles from Urco. Zodru, if we have a look on these charts, Zodru is 8, we need 12. So we're going to start that descent pretty much now. Just so we get down in time. Air traffic, if it was on, probably would have given us vector. That's not above or below flight level 16. We're pretty much there now. Terrain wise, 37, 2600, and then 2100 to the north of the airport, but that's not going to cause us any issues. Actually, platform altitude will be, I think it's 2000. Yeah, 2000 feet once we turn onto the localizer, 8.4 miles out from the India November Whiskey Charlie, which is the ILS DME. We want to be at 2,000 feet. After that, we get the glide, 5.4 miles. So, pretty cool. We do have a speed limit coming up of 220 knots as well. And our clean speed. Can we go to clean speed? Let's have a look. What was it? Clean speed's 208. We got 220. We'll keep it 220 for now. It's a bit faster. That'll help us in the descent. Some guy, quick question. Are you a real life pilot? No, I'm not, unfortunately. I can, however, fly a Cessna, but airline pilots, I am not. No. I do this for fun. I would love to be an airline pilot, but unfortunately, I wouldn't pass the, or I didn't pass the Class 1 medical for the UK Aviation Authority due to my eyesight. But yeah, I can fly a Cessna. Just can't go any further up the ladder, unfortunately. Which is what I would have done had I, like I said, passed that medical. Zodru, right, flight level 90 coming in. We'll keep going down. And as we discussed, we are going to pull the heading and vector ourselves out. Probably at 030 initially, and then we'll swing onto that blue dash line and intercept the ILS. We will just check, however, that the rad nav is all tuned up. 111.5. 111.5. Final approach course is 246 degrees. It's got that coded properly as well. So we're good for that arrival. Yeah, I'm going to have a bit of speed brake on, just to keep that descent coming down now. Otherwise, we might find ourselves slightly, ever so slightly high. Yeah, so some guy I've got, if I can show you, if I can see my camera a second. I do have the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick as well, and as you can see on the bottom right down here, I do have the throttle quadrant and other bits and bobs. Actually, that's a bit dark on there now. Let's put see if I can put a bit of light on it so you can see what we're doing. If I do that, that might brighten it up a smidge. There we are. So you see, speed brake's out now. We're back at 220, so we'll get rid of that speed brake. Move that across there. There we are. And let's jump up on the overhead for a sec. We'll have some landing lights on. They can come on. That can come on. And seatbelt signs are on.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your
Right, so there's ETSIS. Let's pull the heading. And let's get ourselves out over this way for this arrival. So we said 030 initially, and we're now going to keep coming down to, let's say, 3,000 feet.
Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Lovely evening arrival. It is exactly like that outside my window at the minute. No cloud, just a few little wispy bits and bobs floating through the night sky. Yeah, some guy, I started off with just a side stick, and then I got the throttle bit in the middle, and then I bought the 2 extra bits. After that, it took a while to actually get them in stock anywhere in the UK that I could find. But yeah, I love them, to be honest. I think it's brilliant. Let's come off the standard and set the QNH so we're not too high or too low. We are coming down to altitude now as well, so we don't need the QNH to be on standard. There we are. If I grab the chart, you can see what we're planning to do now. So if we get rid of that, that was our arrival. There we go. You see, we got to ETSIS. We're now going to head up towards Sunderland, come out over the North Sea, and we'll start turning for our final approach once we get out there. Wind is still 56 knots coming this way off the nose as well. So it's quite breezy, and that's at 6,000 feet. So it's still quite a decent wind. Still the weather in Newcastle. What's it giving us? Still 24 knots, 290, 24 knots. I'm actually going to start slowing us down a bit as well. To confirm that approach phase, we will have the speed brake just out, just to keep that descent coming as we slow down. We can arm the localizer approach phase. We will get autopilot 2 in as well. But this is I've obviously flown into Newcastle numerous times, and this is the actual approach they do fly. They'll get vectors out to about 03040 on the heading, and then they'll swing in right over St Mary's Lighthouse, just up there on the left-hand side. Now you can see those lights. There'll be a sweeping left-hand turn, and that'll pull you onto the localizer. Right, speed brake can go away. We're still descending nicely. 3,000 feet to lose. We got that's 9 miles. We're 14.3 miles out, and we're going to go a bit further out anyway. So that's all good. We've got auto brake low. We'll have that on, and we can possibly we can arm the spoilers now. I don't think we need the speed brake any further. Our rate of descent is still pretty good. Yeah, so for those who don't know, this is my hometown. I live in Newcastle. There you are, coming out over right over Sunderland. You'll be able to see the stadium of shite somewhere down there. There it is. Right there. Then obviously, because I live in Newcastle, I am a Newcastle supporter in St James's Park, just over that way. It's a bit of a shame I can't control the heading from this view. It'll be good to watch the left-hand turn as we go in from a wing view, but maybe we can have a look out the window. There we are. So we are coming out over the North Sea now. So what we're going to do is wind that back a sec. Where's the flight plan gone? There it is. We'll start swinging ourselves back round now to the left. And the idea is to get that blue dashed line straight across our ND as we intercept this for the localizer. That is the plan. So if we head 350 for now, that might straighten us up enough. That's 3,000 feet, so we need to be down 1,000 feet by 8 miles. That looks about better. So we have that flat across the screen. Let's get the not that. Let's get the landing checklist. Where we at? Descent. We've done that landing checklist. So we have EFIS as required. We have ND terrain. That is all in op, unfortunately. And what we got? The approach briefing we've done, which is complete. Nav aid we have reviewed and set. Anti-ice as required, it is not required. EFIS ND to constraints. Seatbelt signs are on. The barrow is set. QNH 1022. And we've got seatbelt signs on, landing lights on, and the wing lights are also on. So there we go. Landing descent checklist less complete. We just got the landing checklist to do very shortly when we get on the localizer. So you can see we're about kind of 6 miles from that, so we'll intercept that. Gives about a 13-mile final, and that'll be good enough for us to start configuring anytime soon. There you go. So just past the ferry terminal, the mouth of the Tyne, and then we're going to swing round Seaton Sluice, over Seaton Delaval, Seg Hill. Wide open, Seaton Burn, and there we are. We do have ORBX scenery for Newcastle as well, which should be quite, which is quite cool, to be honest. Now, you see with Volanta tracking our flight up from Paris, you can see what we're about to do. Let's make that left-hand turn in a minute, and we just vectored off nicely from Etzis straight up, ready to turn in, which we can start doing pretty much around now. And we'll start coming down to 2,000 feet as well. Just start that left-hand turn. And the final course is 246, so we need to be just a little bit round like that. Don't want to go through the localizer. But yeah, you get the idea what we're trying to do. Join up the dots really from that arrival. There's lock start. So that is us. That's us done with doing that. So we'll go flap 1. Start us slowing down. And you'll see the airport should just be coming into view any second now. So yeah, Volante should get a good view of that turn. There it is, look at that. Actually, what we want to do, we should have looked out the window really, shouldn't we? Ah, a bit too late. Bollocks. Right, cabin is dinged. Spoilers are armed. We just need to configure, slow down, and get the flaps out and gear down at about 6 miles. And there we are. We've now got still 2,000 feet. We've got a 46 knot headwind. Well, kind of headwind coming off this way. And if we look outside, you see the airport ahead of us there. You can see where we're heading. We're heading up here. If I line that up there. Look at the heading for the plane to fly our track we want on the localizer. We are flying this direction. That is an impressive impressive bit of wind. Right, let's get flaps 2. That'll be some serious rudder when we get on the ground to keep us straight, or just before we get on the ground. Be some serious rudder. I was hoping that was going to die off a little bit because it was saying 24 knots, but there's that gust. Big gust in 44. I am going to slow it straight down. We'll have flap 3. There you are, glides alive. Flap 3, gear's going to come down now as well. And flap full. Right, let's get back in for the exciting bit, see if we can get on the ground. Now you can see where the hell we're heading here, look at that. Glide slope start. This could be fun. Very fun. There we are, glide slope. We will put in the go around because that could be a possibility with the wind. Climb straight ahead, 2,500 feet. That is now said. Which runway? We're landing runway 25 into Newcastle. Runway 25. Still 40 knots at 1,400 feet as well. That is there's 1,000 feet to go. I am going to keep the autopilot in just a little bit longer just because of the wind. You can see it swinging around now just a little bit. Wind's dying off, 28 knots. 2 whites, 2 reds as well on the pappies. We are flat full, everything else is good. Ecam memos, landing, no blue. Need a bit of left boot in a second, I think. There we are, it's 400 feet. $23 knots.
100 above.
Right, so 23 feet, let's right rudder, there it is. Right rudder for this, for the D-crab. You can see what way we're coming in. Right rudder all the way. Right rudder, more right rudder. There's the flare. Oh, get down plane. There's reverses. Green, and we got decel. Auto brake can come off. Reverse idle at 60 knots. There we go. Guys, welcome down to a very windy Newcastle. Oh, that's not what I want to do. What's happened there?
Gentlemen, we have reached our destination.
There
the
we
local
go.
time is 5:40.
Auto brake
PM,
is
and
not
it's
come off
currently
properly.
about 7 degrees.
Yeah, there we are.
Celsius.
Welcome down. That was not too bad, I don't think, for the wind
Until the aircraft has come to
into
complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned
into
off.
Newcastle.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead
But yeah, what we'll do is we'll
doors
taxi right the way down
during your
and we'll
flight.
come off
If this is your final
into the terminal.
destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth
But yeah, I think
transition
that could have been a lot worse with that wind on the way in, I think. We'll take this exit next, coming up. Just double check that's the right one. Yeah, we'll take Bravo on the right. Flaps retracted, spoilers are disarmed. We'll come off, we'll turn the lights off, get the APU up and running, and go and find somewhere to park. Dan, buddy, welcome along. Yeah, I'm still here. As always. This is, however, the end of the stream for this evening when we get parked up. Because Saturday night is date night for me and my missus. So, let's just stop there a sec. And we're going to turn off these landing lights. Get off. That can come to taxi. And we'll get the APU up and running as well. Right, let's go and get parked up. Like I said, this is ORBX scenery down in Newcastle, which is quite nice. Looks exactly how the airport looks in real life as well. So we made that block to block in about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Someone's nicked my usual parking spot. However, let's go and get parked up. We'll go park on stand number 2, which is directly in front of us down here, I think. Actually, there's a plane there as well, isn't there? Let's take stand number 5 then. There we go. Just get that lined up a little bit better than what it is. Something along the lines of that. We'll stop there. Put the parking brake on, and we'll go and let these passengers off. APU is available, so I'm just going to stop the music there so we can get the other bits and bobs done. APU is available, so let's jump down here. We'll engine 2 can come off, engine 1 can come off, and we'll get the rest of the lights off. That can come off, and nav logo, wing lights, beacon, strobe, and last but not least the seatbelt sign. And we'll get we're going to open a few doors up and get the steps for the passengers. Forward door, passengers, baggage, external power, and we'll open the rear doors as well to get all that sorted. So I'm hoping we will get some steps. What light is still on up there? There we are, that's better. Hoping we might get some steps come along for these people to get themselves there we are. Is this guy going to come in there, let our passengers off or not? He's doing something. There he is. Why is that door shut? Come on, there we go. Doors open, he should come and park up and let these lovely people on their way. But guys, as the passengers depart, thank you ever so much for coming along on this flight this afternoon yet again. If you do want to know when we fly, what we're flying and where we're flying, if you pop in the Discord, I do post there every day. I'll chuck the link again in the Discord for you. Oh, sorry, in the chat, which will be just there. There you go. Hit that link if you do want to come along and get yourself in the Discord. And yeah, I'll post there literally every day that we go flying. I will post there what we're doing, what time we're doing it, and where we are going. But yeah, guys, there we are. Welcome back up to Newcastle, albeit a rather windy and rather gusty approach in. It was a relatively nice flight. Yeah, tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Sunday. We may get a stream out tomorrow as well, depending on what I've got to do. I do not have to be out tomorrow afternoon, so it may be tomorrow evening when we do get one going. But if not, guys, we'll be back Monday night with another stream, going to somewhere hopefully less windy and a bit warmer than the current northeast of England. But thank you guys for coming along. Thanks for the new subs on YouTube and guys watching on Twitch, and obviously across on Trovo as well. Thank you ever so much for coming along. So guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Enjoy your weekend if I don't get to see you tomorrow. And if you do want to fly along, we are on the North Europe server as well, so you can come and join along with the flight. But apart from that, guys, stay safe, take care. I will see you all on another live stream very, very soon.